gaming as you should be. We're going to see Cloud9 on the main stage, but boy, oh boy, I mean, you are in for a treat with these next 2 games, and we're kicking things off with King Nick, but out of the gate, Nick is going to get whacked here, and it's going to be a battle to jockey for control of B, the name of the game in Strongholds. 2 points, 2 capture points are held, you start to earn yourself some points on the board. 3, you earn even more. Let's see how both of these teams are going to try and jockey for position here out of the at the outset.
And I like how KC Pioneers has already established control on the map. Golden Boy B and C in favor of Pioneers, already putting Eunited on their back heels.
Yeah, Soul Snipe, very well done holding the steps there. Big win as well. Good help too to boot, right? You got the help there from Manny. That's 2 players down, and you can continue to maintain this position here. Let's see now as they continue to play this out. 2 players are going to push out of the red room here. And oh, actually, I'm shocked that that grenade ended up landing on him because it looked a little delayed. But even then, though, Ryan is still going to be able to stand on B and hold this one down as long as he can. But a very smart idea to just get out of there, go after the player that's one shot, and just look at the way that Ryan plays this. Gets a double kill. Sure, he's wiped out, but my goodness, what a great play. Regardless, though, that's going to set up Rain to try and go and pick up this B flag.
Yeah, Rhino played his life perfectly right there in that red room, able to get enough damage down to allow his team to break out of that triple cap, but unfortunately for them,
wow,
2 strongholds still in the favor of Pioneers, and look at that scoreboard early.
I felt like Rain was in a good spot there, right? You get a double kill courtesy of Ryan Noob, and then Rain goes in to clean up on aisle 3, but then out of nowhere, right, the big save comes through, and this continues to be a game that goes in the benefit of Pioneers. They have a donut for Eunited. Look at that. I mean, 65, and they finally start earning points.
Yeah, and we've seen swings happen all the time in these Strongholds
of course
games. You'll see a team go out even at like 100-0 lead at times, and because of that, the power of the trip cap, because of the power of control on maps like this, you can see them kind of deplete that scoreboard and make their way back into the game. But unfortunately for them, Pioneers has other plans as they're keeping the foot on the throat of Eunited, and look at that, Rockets in the hands of Druck.
Wow, you know what? Eunited was in a position to go grab the Rockets, Goof, but they could not. There was a player right on top of A, overlooking that and preventing that movement from happening. So they go ahead, scoop up Rockets, and now as a result of that, they got themselves a trip cap and Rockets to protect, and that's going to be a big hit there. 2 players down at A. They are going to flip it, but Soul Snipe is right there to receive them. Another one at the cafe. Manny's there to help out. That's an easy pickup, and we're right back where we started here. Beautifully done by Pioneers.
And another trip cap for Pioneers, not letting their foot off the gas at all. And I want to say something about the KC Pioneers team. They have been a roster for so long, playing together in all different kinds of game types, specifically Halo 5. They'll be playing 2v2s, money 2s, money 8s, 4v4s. They're always playing together. Even though this United team has been a roster for quite some time, the longevity is in the favor of Pioneers, and it is showing right now in this game number 1.
Dude, Towlek, Soul Snipe, Druck, Manny, these are names that we've seen, especially toward the tail end of Halo 5, really find some success. They stuck with it. They continued to compete, whether it was in the online era of MCC and H5 Pro Series. Like, these guys have been around for so long, and it's about time to get their flowers here, Like, I feel like this is a roster that has so much potential, and you're starting to see it play out. The way that they're suffocating United and giving them no room to work with is fascinating to watch.
Yeah, that was a big kill there by King Nick, able to get that Pioneers player out of C to maintain their control on this map, and they're going to need more of those kind of clutch plays if they're going to want to come back against this fired up Pioneers team. United, look at that, losing both B and C, so this could be dangerous for them as they do maintain C, but B still in trouble.
Even look at that play that just happened, right? You know that player on balcony has an angle to look over B and can provide cover fire for the player on steps. So they send someone in the back, pull the attention away, they go back, capture B, and they continue to have presence here. They're giving United no room to breathe, and you're starting to see some desperate plays coming out of EU that they need to make happen if they want to come back into this game.
They are going to need to make better plays, that's for sure, as the score is getting away from them, GB, but finally able to get a couple of strongholds in their possession is United. Spartan as the Rockets able to get a big double kill, and now he's on a killing spree.
That was massive. Now, the thing is, do you play to your advantages? You just got 2 players down with 1 big old rocket, or do you try and just continue to maintain this 2 cap here? It seems like Spartan's idea is to just go and create carnage inside of C, which he successfully does so. And this is going to allow the rest of his teammates to collapse on Taulek, who's still here on the ramp. They get the kill. They know that they have them backs against the wall inside of Tram, and they'll continue to play this one out because they have a lot of points to regain here against Pioneers.
Yeah, Spartan, even though he was in that C area, choosing to leave C alone and just maintain pressure in this arcade area, help Ryan noob out and make sure they have each other's back. As look at that, GB Pioneers looking for the trip cap once again.
They could do this again.
And Eunited can't afford any more slip-ups. They don't have much time to work with.
With the way that that last trip cap went, Goofy, I mean, anything at this point is possible for Pioneers. They have full control of the streets. Wow. It feels like this is their home. This is where they live. And Eunited, they haven't paid rent yet. So we'll see now if they can just continue to hold this, because as time continues on, it's all Pioneers all day.
Yeah, and because of the layout of this map, it actually players like a team like Pioneers thrives on this. It's so close quarters, it's so hectic, and Pioneer get so much energy off that play style. They love running and gunning. They love rotation on these small maps. And as I say that, United able to finally get, once again, control back, but only 28 seconds left to go before Pioneers moves on with the 1-0 series lead.
And they just managed to obtain rockets here. A kill on to Spartan, looking for another one. Steps, goodbye. Maybe one more to boot. Boom! That's going to be a double for Manny. He's going to keep the good times rolling. A big battle here. And a good thrust! What a play from Manny! Absolutely pooping on Ray. And that applies the pressure. The points continue to count on. And what a play from him. Pioneers look incredible.
A triple kill, reverse thrust. Perfect. That was an insane show of BR gun skill right there. And Pioneers looking to go for another trip cap and close this game out with a bang.
Ridiculous display here from the Pioneers. They're showing that this is their time. This is their year. And if they keep playing like this, United, they're going to have to figure something out fast. But hey, the game's not over yet. In Strongholds, you still have an opportunity to come back into the game and prevent your opponents from earning points, just as you see right here. It's going to be United's time to strike, but the problem is they have to play flawless Halo, and against Pioneers feeling like this, that's difficult.
Yeah, and I bet both these teams were feeling fortunate about their matchup for a top 3 placement in the winners bracket right here. Pioneers thinking, okay, we don't have Cloud9, we don't have Optic, we got United. And on the other side, United's probably thinking the same thing. But right now, Pioneers showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, as they are only 4 seconds away from winning this game.
They got to break it. They managed to get inside of B, holding down the Old Town bar. But the problem is, though, again, it goes back to the fact that they have to just constantly rotate and move around. They have to constantly get into a hill and just essentially send bodies. But I don't think it's going to matter. That's going to be the game, and the Pioneers managed to walk away with game 1. 250 to 100. Domination placed, though, toward the OS. You're going to see attention split. And here we go now as we're kicking things off with the star of our last game. It was Manny, who was unreal, and a big win there for Ryan Noob to start things off.
Yeah, Ryan Noob always in the position that you don't want him to be as an opponent. Every time you're like, I hope I can stay alive here, Ryan Noob's like, no, I already know what you're thinking. So he's always a step ahead of the competition, it looks like, but he eats a rocket. He has the rocket and makes the player eat it, and the overshield in his hand as well. A great start right now for United, 4-0.
Yeah, Ryan Noob is super fed here, right? What I mean by that, if you're from you watch games like League of Legends, you know what that term is. But the point is, he's got the overshield, he's got the rockets, he's basically got all the items, all the power items invested to him, as well as the grapple shot, which allows him to be able to get to these high points here. Misses that shot, but he's got the backup there from Sparty McFly. We'll see though if they can continue this, because right now it's a bakery there for Pioneers. They're opening up a donut shop, and finally they get themselves a breadstick.
Yeah, and you couldn't have asked for a better start if you're an United fan. This is exactly what they needed to kind of rebound after a very tough Game 1 loss. And now Rain, after a struggle in that Game 1, showing his VR skill right there.
Yeah.
Druck able to take him out, though.
That's a player that I need to see become activated, because when we were covering Rain, I believe I was casting with Tony here, and oh my God, Goof, the man did nothing wrong. It was like every shot connected, every movement, everything he did. It was like calculated. It was like I was watching Lunchbox. box play. It was just absurd, and I think that if he can continue to do something like that and continue to have that momentum, Eunited, they should walk away from this Slayer with a dub. I mean, 11-4 out the start, not how you want to begin this bizarre Slayer if you're Pioneers.
And Rynoob is in a great position right now to control that next overshield as well. So when it rains, it pours. If you're not careful, Pioneers, this game can get out of hand really quick. That overshield has just spawned, and Rynoob is in a great position to look down at it.
Yeah, look exactly at his positioning. They have another one over by the locker as well. So they're good. This is a second overshield that Eunited have been able to obtain. They made the call. They know exactly where they're going to be coming from. So all they have to do is just quell the attack, ensure that they are rotating and meeting them wherever they decide, whatever choke they decide to exit out of. And it seems like Ryanoob's going to be running into Taulik here.
Yeah, this is exactly what you have to do with overshield. Despite him being in a quote-unquote like oversight position earlier, because he had that overshield, he understands he needs to be aggressive and make a play, even though he has the lead. That's what I love about great shots that are Rynoob right there for that perfect. That's what I love about players like Rynoob, and he's kind of carved out that personality and that gameplay, that style of Halo, where he's always making the right play, making the game-winning plays. He doesn't care about his stats. He's just trying to make the right plays, and right there we see it with the overshield.
Yeah, I mean, he's just such an intelligent player. He gets the OS and gets 2 kills out of it. What more could you possibly want there? You're going to continue to extend this 10-frag lead for Eunited. That's what that play did there. It just continues to establish his dominance. And, you know, Soul Snipe and company, they're looking for an opening here, right? Taulik and Manny, they're not really getting off to the start that they wanted. Eunited, they're doing a brilliant job of sticking together and ensuring that they're getting a bunch of BR shots, because you don't want to just go no shields here. Halo Infinite, the BR hits hard, and you regen those shields a little slowly, so you want to ensure that you're working with your teammates there.
Yeah, not able to get that kill, but able to get the assist there with the actually he did get that kill with the rocket, excuse me. 21-11, 10-kill deficit, and Manny able to get some kills on the board. A great flank by him right now, and they're gonna need more plays like this if they're gonna come back in this game.
There you go. That's what you need to have happen. But here's the thing though, Goofy. Are they gonna win that overshield? They have not been able to get it thus far. It has been a problem for them, and the OS is gonna spawn up, I believe, in like 3 seconds or so. And they know that. That's why they're putting so much attention over there. Druck has to stop this with the Bulldog, has to live and stays alive against Rain, but he can't be in a position to help out with that OS. And guess what? Eunited gets another overshield.
Yeah, and that's going to be the bane of the game for Pioneers. Not able to control those power-ups is going to come back to bite you in the behind. Players like Ryan, players like Rain, always on top of these power-ups and power weapons on the map, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
2 kills there for Pioneers, trying to rally the troops and get back into this. They're going to be down by 8 kills. It was a 10-kill lead at one point for Eunited, but I mean, you know, Goof and Slayer, man, like things that a lead like that so early in the game, that is so tough to come back from.
Yeah, and it just gives you confidence too as a player, as a team. You know you don't have to initiate the pushes.
Yeah.
You can, like we saw when Rynoob gets an overshield, but you get the opportunity to decide when you're going to make the play, as compared to Pioneers down by so much, but they're shutting down the gap a little bit, only down by 5 right now.
And that's the scary part here, is that Pioneers, you know, they get these hot streaks and they really take advantage of them, and it seems like everything's working out here. Now Manny's going to need some help down mid. Does he have this assistance that he needs, as Druck is going to circle around the corner? Big play flying in, but no, he ends up dying, but there is going to be another kill happening there. And now Manny with those dynamo nades, a big kill on terrain. The dynamo's so powerful, you're going to see players going for that so many times, Goofy, because it's just such a vital piece of the toolkit.
Couple members of Pioneer stuck in that closet, and Druck does go down, but able to get a kill before he does. And now Soul Snipe just trying to keep Taulik alive, and like I said, GB, this OV is going to be so important, and this next one, Pioneer's gonna have to get their hands on it, as they're still down by 6 kills.
They need it, but that overshield could very well be it. They have to get the OS, but I'm actually looking at these rockets here, man, because, you know, that would be like the instant reaction from them. That'll be the thing that can really put them back into the fight. But who knows, man, if they're able to obtain that. The rockets are up. They have not been grabbed yet. King Nick knows that, and Ryanoob's there, so they lost out on the power item again. Well, actually, did Ryanoob get it?
So I believe both the
Sparty got
Overshield
it.
and Rockets are in the hands of Eunited at the worst time possible if you're a Pioneers fan. And that's what I'm talking about, GB. The moments where you need to be on your A game, there's always these pockets of time in each of these Halo games where you have to make the right play. You have to get the kills in time. And Ryan Noob, Spartan, Rain, they're always in positions to grab these important power-ups and power weapons when it matters most.
What I like about Ryan Noob's playstyle here in Tower is that, you know, a lot of players, like, they move around a lot when they're shooting, but Ryan Noob just takes his time. He's chilling out, right? And yeah, sometimes that could work, to, you know, against you, but it's really just the positioning that Eunited have here. Still, though, I mean, Pioneers, they're trying to fight their way back into this, but what was a 4-kill game has now extended to a 12-kill game, and the reason why, Goof? Power items.
Yeah, a great way to answer after a tough Game 1 loss for Eunited, as they're only 8 kills away from tying the series up.
Their control of the map has been stellar. Not the player, but the action itself.
Good player.
And a good player, yeah. You know, he lives up to the name, that's for sure. And actually playing right now, as a matter of fact here. Huge frags coming out of Spartan for the triple kill. Perfect reversal. Give him every single medal 343. This guy's on fire. And literally what we were talking about going into this game, Goofy, you need Spartan to be the difference maker, the Sparty diff, and that is exactly what we're seeing. 18 kills for him.
Big time players make big time plays. Spartan, known for his slaying ability and able to team with players like Ryan Noob, Nick, and Rain. Just those efficient Halo players really allows him to thrive. And look at Spartan picking up where he left off after that impressive triple kill.
Look at the help. Look at the help. That was beautiful. And that's going to do it. Eunited walk away 50-35. A 20-kill game for Spartan. I guess a little sliver of aggression courtesy of Spartan, especially if he's fragging out the way that he did in that Bizarre game.
Yeah, Rain right now on your screen. He is going to be a big part of the success of this Eunited team, who have hopes to win the entire tournament, as Soul Snipe is able to take down Sparty and Rain, just going back towards his base and playing a little bit of defense. Yeah,
things are slowing down here at the start of Aquarius CTF, right? Both teams are, nicely done, and that's just the power of the Dynamo nades there, but a good pickup. I believe that was going to be Druck that was there for the support. Ryan Noob playing in these nerdy spots. He's got eyes on him. Actually nails that shot. Fun fact, yesterday in the Big Team Battle Bonanza, I grabbed the heat wave on, I forget the name of the dang map, and I was shooting it cross map, and I did not realize that the heat wave dissipated after a distance. So yeah, so much for me thinking I had a 5-headed play there. Was not happening.
Yeah, the Heat Wave and the Mangler, both weapons have surprisingly long range, but maybe not on a big team battle map.
Maybe not a big team battle map. Hey, you know what, though? I mean, at this point in time here, look at the way the Dynamo nade just forced the positioning away. Yeah, it's such a frustrating thing to play against. 2 players low. Ryan Noob is going to get caught, but there's going to be another one here as well. Big kill for Rain, excuse me. And that's not going to start this push here over on the blue utility side of the map. Question is, like, you know, Pioneers are prepared for this, Goofy. How they're going to respond.
And this is what I see a lot out of Eunited. They're so good at pushing together, right? You see pairs of 2 right there. Nick, along with his teammate, pushing into the enemy's base. Metallic right behind them with the flank. Nice back smack to shut that down. But keep your eyes open for those kind of 2-man pushes that Eunited loves to do. Yeah, and you know, that is something that you're going to be seeing a lot of. But on the flip side of it, that's where Pioneers, right, they're prepared for it. They're waiting for it. And now they're going to be playing on the defense. They clear out 2 members. This push is pretty much not going to happen, but it was a valiant effort nonetheless. And at the very least, it forces them in the back. Soul Snipe doing everything he can to just try and give them some more time for his teammates to spawn up as he gets wiped out. Druck now on your screen, looking to try and catch some people with his sidekick perhaps here, and in a pretty strong start, I'd say, for Rain. On the opposite side, Taulik has been the one that has had a pretty heated start as well, but 3 down now for Pioneer. Soul Snipe, the last one left alive again in the same role that he found himself before, that this time the heat wave is gonna disintegrate him. Yeah, if you're Soul Snipe there, you just want to focus on staying alive as long as possible. The absolute worst thing to do is go 4 down, but unfortunately for him, he was pushed by 2 United players who didn't have much of a chance to stay alive. Ends up getting some more help there from Druck, who's playing the back of his flag. No opportunities for them to push, and he's navigating around. The call came, it's over here, over on the P side, right? Where are these players going to be located? But
He's still on the hunt. He hasn't really found what he's looking for. It does get that heat wave, though. I'm sure he was looking for that bad boy because he was using that just a little while ago. Push is going to be happening on the left side. Druck waiting to see if anyone's going to try and extend over into the mid. He is getting challenged low, makes the call, and that is going to be a disintegration onto King Nick. Let's see if they can continue this one.
Yeah, neither team able to get an upper hand early in this game, but if any team has been the aggressor so far, it has been Eunited consistently pushing in to the utility side of Pioneers, and that's what you're going to see these top teams try to control on this game type. You want to get into the utility of the other team's base and run the flag that way. You have the most cover, it's the most efficient flag pull, and Eunited trying to execute.
This really has been a tug of war. It's like I'm watching Squid Game, you know? Who's going to get dropped? Because a double kill could certainly help out here, but that Dynamo nade is going to do no favors for anyone. Spartan on the low side of the map on the Pioneers portion here. The assist comes in from Ryan Noob. I think they made that call. They knew that they had to get rid of him, and they do just that. 2 players are going to be down here. This push is effectively dead. A good attempt by Ryan Noob. And now we could potentially see Pioneers make this push happen. A big win there by Soul Snipe. Now, here we go. The aggression, and now United have to play defense.
Yeah, first time what it seems like in this game, Pioneers able to be aggressive and already move the flag to that halfway point in front of United's base, and they have camouflage, double kill for Manny, and he continues to run this flag.
This is looking fantastic for Pioneers, potentially putting that first flag on the board here. It's so close to doing so. Druck is there to just play defense, to just help his teammate out, and number 1 goes to Pioneers as they are looking to march forward here in this competition, maybe go up 2-1 after this one, but there's still so much more Aquarius left to play.
That's the thing about this Pioneers team. Whenever they get their opportunity, they seem to consistently capitalize. And now on the other side, we're seeing Ryan Noob and the boys on Eunited try to tie things up.
Yeah, because they had that flag cap and they put so much effort into it. They had to send everyone back to try and get control of their base so that this way they can capture it comfortably. That results in a counter cap, and we're right back where we started. Eunited, what a response from them.
Yeah, the counter cap is deadly for as long as I can remember in Halo esports history. You know, you got to be very careful. You got to stay on your P's and Q's to make sure you don't full send for that cap. Otherwise, not just can you get counter capped on, but it could lead to a string of counter caps as we're seeing Ryan do once again run the flag from utility to utility, and so far it's looking good for him. Yeah,
this is called a good old-fashioned relay. When you get one cap and you start another one right off the back of it here. 3 players are going to be flanking on the left side. This cap is going to happen, but watch out though, because you got 2 members scratch that of Pioneers in the backfield here for United. They clear 1, and great defense and the help. Ryan Noob, man, what a play, and they're doing another relay. United's on fire here, Goofy.
Yeah, in hindsight, was that cap worth it, GB? Because since then they haven't been able to regain control on the map, and Spartan and friends are on an absolute tear right now. Back-to-back caps for United as they take the lead 3-1.
That is the United difference, man. That's what players like Ryan Noob can provide you as well, because he's been the one that has allowed a lot of this to happen. He's the one that was able to help and get that double kill, and then on the opposite side of the map, they knew, hey, we're in a position to go ahead and make this cap happen. It's crazy to think. 1 flag cap. Pioneers are like, yeah, we got one on the board, and then United is like, hold my beer. 3 more. Unreal.
Great execution by United there. King Nick, double kill. Perfect. I love getting that medal. Very few things in life that are as satisfying as getting that perfect medal.
That's fair enough. I don't get to see it that much. You know, keyboard and mouse player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're more of a hammer guy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if it's hammer starts, I think we're gonna be good. But hey, maybe I'm really good at grip ball, right? Maybe that's where I need to be. That being said, though, man, it has been a struggle for Pioneers thus far. It does feel like they're flustered. They're just scrapping. They're trying to just make a pull happen, and they're kind of forcing the situation here, Goofy. And you know just as well as anyone else that once you do something like that, it could potentially crumble if you're not careful.
No, especially against the top of the top in terms of competition. You can't just try to just get a risky, you know, scrappy cap. It's very rare, and usually the risk is much higher than the reward for plays like that. And Manny still, though, able to keep the flag alive. So maybe this will turn into a good opportunity for KCP to try to get the second cap.
Yeah, the call was made. 1 player was going to be coming from utility. Now Manny's going to be playing backup duty here. He can still live inside of the enemy base. If he gets this kill here against Nick, potentially they could be looking at another cap here. The thrust right in, and a huge win for Manny. The cap is through, and they're relaying it again. They're doing the same thing that United just did to them, Goofy. And this matchup continues to just give us everything we want.
And GB, I will say that kill on Nick where he thrust and didn't trade but stayed alive was a huge play. I like to refer to those moments as swing points in the game, and that was such a swing moment for KCP, able to stay alive in the base, and because of that, this flag has been moved so far on the map. Let's see if they can put it all the way to their base and tie it up. Yeah, they got to make moves here, and that's why Soul Snipe, he's going to dump the flag. He's got a teammate off the spawn here, but a big win. Regardless, though, Druck is going to continue to bring this flag. He's so weak, though. He's halfway. The flag's right in front. Is anyone there to receive it? Manny does pick up the camo. The flag hasn't been capped again. Talent goes down. No one's there to stop it, though. The nade's banked off of the roof there. Does he get the kill? He's got to swing around. He's got to get his body on this one. He does manage to gain possession, but Snow Snipe had to fly to it, and Spartan's going to bring this one straight across the map. What a response by Eunited. Yeah, 3 members down for Pioneers, and there you see United gets the return. Wow. And counter caps once again, 4-2 lead. What looked like light at the end of the tunnel for Pioneers. Eunited shuts it down and counter caps, and now you're seeing on the scoreboard, on the kill feed right there, a couple kills for KCP, so maybe they could try to get a 3rd cap right now, but things are looking bleak. Yeah, well, Druck's now going to be in the back of the base by himself, trying to pull attention his way, but won't be long for this world. It almost felt like that flag being present there was kind of like a bait. I don't know why, but it just felt like that. It felt like they weren't really too concerned about returning it, because they knew that they had the positioning to get the capture and do what they needed to do. And you could tell that Pioneers were scrambling at those final moments to just get that flag. But once you're in that state of mind that you have to just fly, that's where mistakes can be made. Now United, they're going to be up 4-2. And if this continues on, we got 2 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time on Aquarius left to play. But United, man, they're the best possible version of defense is offense, and that's what they're trying to attempt here. Yeah, it's tempting, you know, when the opponent's flag is right at your cap point, you want to cap it so bad, but that's where you have to kind of take a step back and make sure you don't fall into the trap that United plays for you. And that's exactly what we saw unfold here as Pollard trying to start another flag run. Oh, that was beautiful. I mean, granted, the flag is low, and that's exactly not where he wants it to be, but what a shot there from Talek onto Ryanoob. He's been taking advantage of that thrust. The flag is still going to be available. 2 players are going to be right in front. Not much he could do there. Potentially, though, they can make this pull happen. And while all that was going on, they were able to obtain the camo. Nick goes down. Flag's going to be in yellow utility. Druck is going to need the assistance. Heap gets a big win there against Rain. And now they're going to march his flag over to the blue side of the field. Yeah, very big PR win there by Druck to continue to run that flag. Camo player does go down, courtesy of Spartan. And it looks like, can't confirm it. I mean, we've been here before. Yeah, we've been here before, but it looks like Pioneers are going to be able to get this 3rd cap, and now they're only down by 1, but only 1 minute and 10 seconds left. That's right. They lost 2 players here. This is where you're going to look to Soul Snipe. He's been the guy that has been playing defense for them whenever they were going to be down, but unfortunately for him, Rain is going to get the better of him in that BR exchange. They lost a player on each side. Here comes Druck. You only got less than a minute to work with here. Got a teammate low. Manny with a big win. This is going to be a battle, but look at the nerd. Look at Ryan in the back, bro. I love that play. He was just waiting for it. But wait a minute. Has Druck gotten the better of Ryu? No, it's going to be Rain there for the backup. 2 players down, 40 seconds remaining. Pioneers have to fly if they want to tie this one up. That's what we're talking about when we say Ryan Noob knows these situations. He knows how to play in every kind of close-knit scenario, and right there hiding in the base and able to put shots. But Manny and Pioneers here in a good position to try to run this 4th cap. They have to do this, but the problem was that 2 players were located low side, but a double kill coming out for Druck here. He knows where the spawns are going to be, and they only have a few seconds remaining. Druck needs to win this fight, but Ryanoob is going to win it instead, and the flag out in the middle, it's right there. You can taste it, you can feel it, but you got to go and grab that flag if you can. We're in overtime here, so there's still plenty of opportunity, but Ryanoob with another back whack. He's going to try and end this one, and talk about a game from Ryanoob. This man is so freaking good, and that is Eunited getting a crucial Game 3 victory 4-3. Ryanoob completely understanding the situation there at the end of the game. First, crazy angles and fights that are going to be happening on the low side, because that's where the ball is positioned. Yeah, big changes to the format for Oddball. You have 2 rounds with 5 minutes in each round, and as you're holding the ball, the timer will not move. So it adds a whole other dynamic to this game mode, and you'll see all kinds of strategies evolve as the life cycle of Halo Infinite goes on, and we're on board right now with Rain trying to get this kill on the player scoreboard, able to get some help from his team, and that overshield is going to be spawning, and Soul Sniper will gift wrap the sniper and overshield to Eunited.
The help that he got, I mean, finally Rain is going to get taken out, but the rest of Eunited is there, and what? Okay.
He repulsed the Obi.
That actually is a really clever play there. I quite like that. And
Nice.
now they have everything.
Overshield in the hands of Spartan, and they're trying to rotate this ball. It's really hard to get it out of bottom middle, especially when members of both teams are alive, and Spartan knowing that, looking for some kills before he tries to move the ball, and he gets one right there.
Yeah, because the moment he grabs the ball and there's a player top mid, they're going to drop down and back-whack him. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion here. Spartan is going to have to run away from this one, though, as the spike grenades did a substantial amount of damage to him. He'll be running into two members of Pioneers in a moment's notice, and Ryan Noob on the flank. Ball still going to be low. It's such a low-scoring game at this point. No one has been able to get control here, and it's very clear both of these teams, man, the way that they're playing, it's such an even affair.
Yeah, and that's why I actually really enjoy the fact that the ball is bottom middle, and it takes a lot of execution to get it out of there. As you see, the boys on Pioneers able to rotate it over to back tower towards the pillars. Ryan Noob sensing that he's in danger. The ball has been played. He's rotating all the way around with the sniper rifle, puts it in his back pocket, and just picks up the ball. And that's how you know Ryan Noob is here to play. He's here to win. Doesn't care he has a sniper. He just wants to get the ball time.
And the best part about that, too, is that he had a tee beautifully done by King Nick, okay? The thing that I liked there was that he went for the ball. He had a teammate in the garage area, but there was another opponent from Pioneers there. So instead of him taking a ball and then, using his momentum to go into the garage, no, he goes back over to tower because that's where two teammates are going to be positioned. And as a result of that, Goofy, they're getting a lot of points here, and Pioneers have to find a way to stop this.
Spartan put that overshield to great use. Now his backs up as he spots a couple players towards that nest area, and Ryan Noob suspects that danger as he rotates as well. But a couple kills on the board as three members for United fall, and this is an opportunity for Pioneers, to try to get back into this game.
Yeah, and they're going to need it here, right? It's a similar setup to what we saw from United. Hold the ball over by tower, you get pressured, you play the ball up in the on the outside there, throw it away. But man, what a game that we're seeing here as the ball now, the rotations. This is probably my favorite part of Oddball as well. Has been seeing the rotations from these players and how they just, because you can slide that ball so quickly and just fast move it across the other side of the map here, but you need to know when is going to be that time to drop the ball, go and help out, right? And just look at the assistance that Taulik is providing. Beautifully done, a great slay, but do they have it? Yes, they do. They're going to bring it over to the garage.
That was so nasty by Taulik. He got into that engagement with Nick while he was scoreboard. Nick was up on sandbags, and he had a split second to confused Nick and run into garage and came back around. Nick had no idea that Taulik had rotated into garage, and because of that play by Taulik, he's getting ball time, trying to bring his team back into this game, and look at that, all tied up.
Yeah, Taulik is looking to get a little creative here, but a good effort. Is going to die, but it does have the backup. Sparring with a sniper again, and the sniper has not really played much of a difference here. 4 down for United, by the way, but it just goes to show, right, you don't really have enough time to set up with the sniper on Oddball live fire because you're constantly moving around. If anything, this is the power weapon, the freaking Mangler.
Definitely, and teaming with Ryan Noob, I know he said that before too, sometimes having the sniper rifle can actually harm you and your team because you think you're one of the power players on the map and you try to make plays when really, if only you had your BR out, you can do more damage. If you have the Mangler, you can get some kills. So not only is the sniper rifle really hard to use in this game, which I do enjoy, but you have to be careful when you're trying to use it.
Yeah, it's something that players kind of get tunnel vision and they want to hold the sniper the whole time, but that is the angle you want, Manny. Well done, lad. Looking for another one as well. Is he going to nail it? Yes, he does, because he has the overshield protection. One more to boot. Yeah, finish that up. You're good, baby. A double kill there. Manny picking up where he left off in that Slayer game we saw earlier. He struggled a little bit, on flag, but found some success a few times. And this has been a beautifully well-executed round here by Pioneers. United got to find a response.
Yeah, United had such a big lead to start things off. I believe it was like 40-4 or something. And since then, 90 points or so for the boys on Pioneers as they have completely rebounded from a tough loss in the last game and a tough start to this game. They're looking to get the lead in round 1 of Oddball.
What a play, a rotation around. Ryan Noob is just looking around for Manny, but he is slippery. He is so slippery, and he's still alive. Can he still manage to pick up a kill there? It does a little bit of damage, I believe. Now, does manage to get Nick. Spartan's going to cut off. Druck What does Druck do? Druck with a big trade there. That's going to benefit. That's going to benefit Eunited. That's going to give him a little bit of time to maybe get that ball back and set up, but it's going to be a no man's land here. Huge pickup there by Rain. Another drop down in front, and that now is Pioneers. The swings continue. This is what an incredible game we're watching.
Yeah, big trade right there by Manny. He had no business getting that, but the heat wave worked in his favor. 93 seconds, only 6 to go for Pioneers, as they will be able to win this round. Only 4 seconds left to go, GB.
Yeah, well, you know what? Pioneers, that one little play was enough. All they needed was Taulik to stay alive, to scrap up those final points, and they successfully do so. Pioneers go up 1-0 on live fire. Oddball, if you're just joining us, this has been an incredible series between two very game rosters looking to punch their ticket to the winners finals.
Yeah, backs against the wall for Pioneers right now, as only one more loss in the game and they will be knocked out of the winners bracket. So big win right there for them.
That final play was exquisite, by the way. I forget who it was, but they grabbed the ball and they realized that they weren't going to win the fight. So they grabbed the ball, scooped up like 3 seconds, and then tossed it over to the tower side. Man, it's like the small details like that is the reason why I love this game. But now, Overshield's going to be available, Goofy. And Pioneers want it, but I think United want it just a little bit more.
And smart play by Manny there, knowing, I mean, yeah, you would like to get the overshield, but don't die and not get it, right?
Yeah.
So he knew that United was going to be able to get the overshield, so he chooses instead to back up and try to engage in a different battle.
Yeah, 19 seconds gain, a play ball comes through. They have that overshield. Rain, I guess he figured he was going to be getting pressed from tower side. Instead, he's going to turn around and go and help out. 2 kills here for United. Where's the setup going to be? They managed to get themselves 3. They have the tower side locked. If they clear out Manny, they should be okay. And finally, Nick is going to wipe out Manny, and we can start to see United earn some points.
Yeah, great execution there all around by United, able to get that ball moving towards the tower. Now they do understand Druck is trying to stay alive near that nest. I'd imagine they're going to try to focus that kill on him, but top middle is also a point to be concerned about, as players are dropping on both sides. 3 members, though, currently down for Pioneers. Manny able to weather the storm and get one on Spartan.
Now, we saw this before. United, they went up by a sizable amount in round 1, and Pioneers managed to claw their way back into the game. So, by no stretch of the imagination is this just going to be a romp for United here. Soul Snipe now. Maybe looking to channel some magic, the rotation coming through, going to the green side of the map. And as a matter of fact, Nick is going to land right in front of him. Can he get the ball in time? Oh, man. While he does get the assistance, the ball is going to be played, and he has to just wait this one out here. Manny waiting for the opportunity to strike, but oh, the kills are coming in hot and heavy. Druck can't stay alive, even though Taulik's in a position to get one frag. At the very least, is he going to be able to help out to get the OS? And no, he cannot. United obtains it yet again.
Yeah, United with the overshield, with the ball and control of the map. Things going totally in their favor in this second oddball round.
Because you have to put so much effort, right, to get to that ball player. And then once that ball is played, then you have to go all the way back underground. It's so hard to have to, you know, not only figure out that, but then also crack the egg of getting the ball low.
And 3 members fall once again for Pioneers, and so far this round has been all United, as you see King Nick on your screen with the Mangler. And actually, I don't think he's no longer King Nick, he's just Nick. I need to get used to that. Same with KCP, I'm so used to calling them that, but they're Pioneers. He's Nick, everyone's rebranding. We got Lucid, we got all these people trying to rebrand themselves. I like it. I'm here for it as Nick does go down.
Yeah, I'm going to just rebrand to just Boy. That's what I'm going to be. Just Boy. Or Hammer Boy.
To the Hammer Boy. There
or Hammer Boy. Maybe I'll do that as well.
Asterisk Boy.
Asterisk Boy as well. Yeah, I guess that works out. Superstar. Man, Pioneers have managed to get this ball, but here comes Rain around the mountain. Here he comes. That's 1 kill. The play ball comes through. 2 kills there. Some time earned for the Pioneers, but way more for United. 78-29. Great assistance. Look at the help there that Nick gave to Rain to keep him alive and keep the sniper in play. They're going to take that ball and bring it back over to tower. Now, this is an optimal setup with sniper and ball.
Yeah, big plays being made by, it seems like any United player we switch to, they are getting the kills they need to get. They're making the rotations, and like only 8 seconds to go now as we're on board with Spartan, as this would push us into a 3rd round of this oddball match.
Yeah, and he's in such a high angle here. No, he plays the ball, but they just need 1 point. Pioneers now have to be perfect. There's going to be 2 members down low. They grab the ball, and that is going to be the round. And again, it goes back to the fact that you had to invest so much to just force that player off of that position to begin with. No one was there to receive the ball once it respawned.
Round number 3 of Oddball. If Eunited is able to win this round, that will advance them to the winner's bracket finals and knock Pioneers down to the elimination bracket. So back totally against the wall in this round for Pioneers.
No mistakes. No mistakes. I'm sure that's what they're saying in the comms, right? You got to play smart, play your life intelligently. Here comes Struck, Mangler. Nick knows, I got to get out of there. Once you hear those Mangler shots, you ain't trying to fight that. But he chased after the kill and exposed himself there and dies as a result of that from a well-placed nade from Spartan.
Yeah, great job by Nick, expecting that player to push him and baiting him directly into 2 of his teammates towards that green side. Now SoulSnipe with the sniper, and nice job staying alive there, but finally gets taken down. The sniper rifle will be down there in front of that garage door. Talik in a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure Talik would have loved to have been able to get to the garage door, right? But the problem is, he was stopped right at the entrance. And he gets it. Oh, okay. But he gets it, but does he have help? His teammates are in garage. He's got to get to them. They're sending every single nade that's been manufactured by the UNSC over to that direction, and Nick is going to sweep around this corner, but they're holding on. They got that ball still. That's fascinating.
And the fact that the ball player was able to stay alive there at green, and not only stay alive, but take out Nick along the way, that was really big for Pioneers, able to get a bit of time on the board, as it is still very close, 16 to 11, so neck and neck.
Ball has been obtained by Nick. He's bringing it over to the tower. They have control of this area. No one is in the vicinity for Pioneers. They're all going to be located inside of garage. More time being scooped up. Mid plays from Spartan, very effective as he's able to get a kill there. And you can see that this push is going to be coming from green side, but they're all getting rocked here, right? Talik does manage to get a kill. He repulses up to the top and chases this one down. Oh, no, that was going to be Manny. Apologies for that. But regardless, though, they had to play the ball. The pressure was coming, and they're going to continue to invest into this. Or at least one player is forcing 2 members of Eunited back.
This is where you start to feel the pressure if you're on Pioneers, as Eunited had such a good setup right there and were able to get a big chunk of time. But
you get that all the time on keyboard and mouse, by the way. Just saying.
Fortunately for Pioneers, they were able to break that setup before it got a little bit too out of hand, and now they're only down by a few seconds here, so good answer by Pioneers.
Got to win this fight out. You had the overshield. You ate that melee, but instead he's just going to run away from this one, and wise enough, he's going to check the corners, but so much time, right? That's just time that Manny was ripped away from all of that he could have been using to help out his teammates. Ball has been played in the middle and has been picked up by Eunited again. Who's going to meet him outside over here? Because Rain's telling him, hey man, the door's wide open, come on in. I made cookies. And they got that ball inside, so now this is where the heat wave is going to be very effective in this close range fight.
And now we don't see this side of the setup too often, as Druck takes down Ryan Noob. That Mangler is so deadly with a double kill. Druck making plays when his team needs it most. And like I was saying, CB, you don't see this garage setup too often, or at least we haven't so far in these matches. You don't have the opportunity to play the ball as easy as you do towards the tower. So if you do die and lose the setup, it's scary because the other team can just reverse it and hold the setup for themselves. Yeah, your best option is to play the ball in the no man's land by scoreboard and dummies, right? Or you can bring it out over to green and then start this rotation around. There goes that heat wave that was supposed to be for Eunited, but instead it's going to be Talik getting a double kill with that one and a ball as well. He has a teammate, so he's going to pass it over to him and use the power weapon of the sniper rifle to fend off an attack. There's going to be one player on Nest. Here comes the collapse. No shot there confirmed for SoulSnipe, and the ball has been played. SoulSnipe here is going to get naded out by Rain, and the sniper's up for grabs. It is going to be picked up as well as the heat wave here. Yeah, Rhino being in Nest there was so huge. Big shot there by Nick. By Rhino being in Nest, he was able to pinch that player with ball, and that's the opportunity you needed if you're United to break the setup and get one of your own. Is anyone for Pioneers able to get overshield? It seems like SoulSnipe was that player. Do they use the OS to make this push happen? A great read and a great call out for United. Spartan knew that a player was going to be dropping down. But here we go, the pressure now, the flank, I like that repulsor play too, to send the ball as far out to the green as possible on the rotation, because he knew that they were getting pressed from garage. Nick goes in, a beautiful kill there with the heat wave, and he's gonna keep this one going. This life stays alive. Yeah, that was so impressive. The mechanics right there, sprinting, sliding, shooting, meleeing, and still being staying alive, not trading right there. So Nick doing a great job utilizing all the abilities in his arsenal right there. And now they do have the lead, only 31 1 seconds left for Eunited, and they will advance
so
to
close.
the winners bracket finals. GB, this is a big moment right now.
This is so close, but Pioneers, man, they're right there. They're right there. If they can just push it and force him off and get ready to receive low and get that ball, maybe that's the opening they need. The ball has been played. Is anyone there to stop it? 2 players are down for Eunited. The ball is going to be up for grabs, and it's obtained. The flank pushing in from the garage side as Rain cannot stay alive against Manny. Towleg takes that ball, brings it out. Druck with a massive kill, but a push around the corner from garage side. It's still going to be 2 down here. Druck has to clean up this kill. Can't quite do it yet, though.
That's the second time we've seen Nick just slither his way around the corner and stay alive, but he was taken out, so not able to stay alive for too long as Druck trying to clean up this player top nest. Soul Snipe is right there. He should be able to get the cleanup kill, and yes, he does, as the ball is down at green and only 16 seconds to go for Eunited to win this game. You got to be very careful for Pioneers.
He gets another one. He's going for the double kill and the melee trade. Is anyone there to get the ball, though, for Pioneers? Spartan has no health. His 2 teammates are dead. He knows that he has to make a play and push this here. Once somebody coming from garage, he's going to be getting shot from the right side. Actually, Soul Snipe did not see that, and the ball gets played. So now it's a battle back low again. Overshield up for grabs. Pioneers should be able to obtain this here, and Soul Snipe's going to go in for the help. Can he win out this fight? No, he gets 1, but it's going to be Nick for the other kill. He's hearing the call-outs. He has to push over to tower. You only have 10 seconds remaining here, and he's going to the best possible position on the map. No one is in a vicinity to stop him, and ladies and gentlemen, Eunited are moving on to the winners finals. What a game from both teams.
Eunited playing a perfect Halo to finish off that oddball